For this week, this is going to be the Easter project. I'm going to call this an Easter basket. It's a collapsing, they call it a magic basket. It's a Sue Mey pattern and out of a magazine from a few years ago. But she calls it a magic basket. There's several versions of this, and this is the first time I've actually seen one or even attempted it. But what it is, the handle folds and it just goes flat. And then you can bring it back up and the handle holds it. Handle holds it up without collapsing. So anyway, let me get started. I'll show you the pattern and the procedure for getting that to work. Here's the pattern and the material. This is a 3/4 inch poplar. I bought the widest board I could buy at my local store. It wasn't quite wide enough. I had to add some to it. As you can see, that piece added right there. To make it long enough, I've got enough material I can make 3 of these if I want to. If this one messes up, I can start over. Anyway, this is some critical stuff that you have to do in this. But as you can see, you got this whole, that's one long cut from here to here. And first thing I've got to do is cut around the outside. Cut it out and just get that piece by itself with a pattern. Then you have to run the line all the way around the back so you can find the center of this, and you drill a hole there for the base to attach to. Then you drill holes in here. And this piece right here, this very outer ring right here, see, it's not part of this spiral. This is going to be the handle. This part from here up, you cut it off right here, and this out here will be the handle. And you drill this before you cut it off so these holes will match. So the idea is once you cut this and you fold it up, you can attach this handle to that, and you have a slat coming across the bottom that it rests on. And then you cut it to length. At that point, you custom cut the length of the handle. But anyway, the first thing I got to do is cut this outline. It has to be cut with a straight angle, and not any. You cut these with a 2.5 degree angle. This one you'll cut at 90 degrees because this is just a separate piece. That's the handle. And then you do all your drilling. Of course, you do the drilling before you cut the handle off. And do all your drilling, cut the handle off, and then cut the inner piece. And from there, it's just a matter of getting everything sanded and working good, and making it fold down and pull out as you need it, and making these fit and the bottom of the handle fit the slat you come across with. So let me get started cutting that out, and I'll have to do some marking and drilling, and then we'll be ready to cut the spiral. Okay, so I've got the saw ready to cut the outline of this. Got a number 7 blade. That's what the pattern calls for to cut that spiral with. It's in there because I did a test cut to make sure that it was going to work with this saw and blade combination and that angle. And it did seem to work. It had the right depth when you pulled it up, according to the test they said to do in the article. Anyway, so now I'm going to cut the outside of this, and then I'll do some marking and drilling, and then we'll cut the handle off. But first, let's cut the perimeter and do a little marking on it. Now that it's cut out, I've run the mark across on both sides, made me a cross to get the center. So I'm going to drill a hole right here, and it calls for a 1/8 drill bit, drilled a 1/2 inch deep. And then right here, I'm going to drill a 3/16, 1/2 inch deep on both sides. And when I get that done, then I'll be ready to take it back over to the scroll saw and cut the spiral. Actually, I got to cut the handle off first. Cut the handle off, and then I'll go in and cut the spiral. I'll cut the handle off with a straight 90 degree angle, and then I'll change the angle on my saw and cut the spiral. But let me get my drill bits ready and get my drill press set up so I can drill those 3 holes. So I got the holes drilled. Got that one right in the center of the back, and I got these 3/16 for the dowels. Now I got to take it to the scroll saw and cut this outer ring off, and then cut this to make this part into the handle. And after I do that, I'll drill an entry hole at a slight angle right there, and cut that whole circle out, the whole spiral, and we'll see if it works. The handle cut off the outside. It's over here. It'll have to have some sanding. You have to round that off, and then we'll cut it to fit once we get this cut out and put a foot on it. But I put a new blade. That's the number 7. It's what the instructions call for. Instructions also said to sand the outer edge of this. I'm very pleased with the way it looks right now. I did a little bit of sanding in some spots, especially where my cuts joined right there. But now I'm just going to cut this one big long spiral, and that's a long cut. Hopefully the blade will not get too dull before I get to the end. Well, as you saw, I got it cut out. I have rounded the handle on the corners. I've rounded the outside of the box of the top ring. Now I've got to build a base on this. And we want the base to come out at the right point for this bottom of this handle to sit on it out here. And so we're going to measure this total length, and we're supposed to add 1/4 inch to it, and cut a 1/4 inch piece that goes across there and screws on the bottom. So I'm going to get these measurements and find me some 1/4 inch material and I got to have 3 pieces for the base, but I got to get this first piece on here so that I can figure out what length to cut the handle so that it raises the bowl or the basket to the point that I want it. So anyway, I get this measurements and I'll find me some material and we'll attach that to the bottom. So this is very near completion. I have they had you drill a 3/16 hole in the pattern, but I didn't have a 3/16 inch dowel, and I didn't want to go to town just for a little piece that long. So I drilled that out to 1/4 inch. I had a 1/4 inch. So now what I got to do, I got to pull it up to what a level I like to make the basket look good, and mark this handle, which is what holds it up, on this bottom piece, so they'll know where to cut it to make it sit up there. So I kind of like that. It looks pretty even everywhere. I'll get me a mark, and then I'll make them both sides the same. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm going to get that cut. I'm going to mark that and then cut that. So there's the final finish of the construction. Added some more feet on the bottom, some more base, and you can see it's as the handle sits on there, holds it up the way you want it, and then you just fold it down and it goes flat. It's kind of a neat little idea. It's called a magic basket. It's a Sue Mey pattern. So what I'm going to do, I got some Danish oil. I'm going to finish it with Danish oils. I don't want anything that's going to get sticky in there. Some clear enamel or anything like that might make it where it won't slide very well. So this poplar cut so smooth and so nicely that I didn't have to do much sanding. It works really easily. So I'll put the oil on it, and then we'll take a look at it. So I put a little Danish oil on it. That's just one coat. I'll probably put some more on later. I like to let it sit 24 hours or so. But other than that, finishing that part of it, it is done. I'm very pleased with it. It's something different, and I've never built anything exactly like that before. It's not that difficult. It was kind of fun. Now that cut, that long spiral cut, took about 20 to 25 minutes total. I stopped very periodically and let the blade, I didn't want to get the blade too hot. Now I didn't push it very hard, but I really liked the way it worked. And Sue Mey cut it out of oak, which would have been a little harder, and I could see you might needing to sand these parts on oak, as it would chatter possibly and burn in places, but this poplar cut really nicely, and the blade held up all the way through. So anyway, if you like that, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. I'll look for more unusual things and new things I've never done before. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.